if you feel you have a book in you, if you feel you have your online course in you, if you have this new idea that nobody thought about and you want to start do it today, because somebody else will probably think about it in the next month or 6 months.
What are the pitfalls that you have noticed for you or others entrepreneurs?
I think the very first one is which I see a lot, is people. I know a lot of amazing people with amazing ideas, but they're too afraid to start because they want everything to be perfect. And I found nothing will ever be perfect, because perfect is really just a place to aim to. It will never be anywhere near a start, or you will probably never get to a point that's perfect. Not the best perfectionist will ever get anything perfect. So I always say the first step is always the dangerous. I mean, fear is really a liar. So if you do that first step when you cross wherever you want to get to, it's very easy. I mean, I remember a story that I once told somebody. We've been to, obviously because I have boys, we go to all kinds of play parks and everything. And it was like that, that big obstacle courses when you get into a harness very high that you walk on kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And well, I used to be not afraid of heights, and all of a sudden I'm afraid of heights. So then I thought, well, I'm going to do it with the boys. And it's quite high. It's probably like a roof, the height of a roof. And so I've done it, and like by the second or third kind of obstacle, everything was all right. But that first step was terrible. And then as I became comfortable, there's a little youngster, probably about 12 odd, and I could see he was like stuck in the middle of that obstacle course, and he was like shaking. And I was at the other end, I was standing. I was like just try to encourage him every step of the way, and just look into my eyes, and just don't focus anywhere. Just look into my eyes and just come closer. And the next weekend we actually went there again, and I actually saw him again, and I asked him, so have you been there? Must we go again? He said that it's a fun. It's a walk in the park for me now. So anything like that in life, you just need to do that dangerous, that fear thing that creates fear for you. That first time, step over the line and just go for it. So if you feel you have a book in you, if you feel you have your online course in you, if you have this new idea that nobody thought about and you want to start do it today, because somebody else will probably think about it in the next month or 6 months. So pursue it, and the worst that can happen is it will be a failure. I hate the word failure, but it would be a failure and would be a great lesson to learn from doing something else.
Hi, Jasper Basson here. I just wanted to remind you about the Daily Entrepreneur Tips series. It's a business growth series for entrepreneurs and contains financial information and also information to grow you as a person and your business, because we will never grow our business any higher than we grow ourselves. So click on the link below and I will send you daily information to grow you as a person and your business, and it's for 365 days of the year.
I've seen that sometimes these kind of small failures that you do, something that you attempt that didn't happen, sometimes create doors for something else and opportunities for something else to happen. So if you go in with that mentality of there will always be an opportunity, even in COVID, I mean, there's so much opportunity. In South Africa, which is a third world country, most people focus so much on the negative, lockdown, everything, that they forget to look at the opportunities. So I think I want to encourage everybody to really rather look at the opportunities, because there's always opportunities, especially in downturn economies. I mean, 2008 and 9 proved the same. It was, I mean, if you looked at the opportunities, there were multiple opportunities. Second thing, authenticity. I think there's so many people. I'm trying to be less on social media these days. I've got a social media manager, so it's kind of easier. But I mean, there's a lot of people on social media that try to copy the next best thing. They want to try to be like the other person, the other successful person that they see successful. And the most people on social media that seem to be successful isn't really successful. That's probably the first lesson. But being authentic, God doesn't create extras. He created you uniquely, amazingly, just you. If you might feel that, and I've been there as well, you might feel that some of the way you talk, the way you act, the way you look, doesn't my nose is too long, or whatever the case may be. Everything that's there has been created to make you unique and make you useful for the world out there. You just need to find that purpose and just start living that purpose. And the less you worry about what other people think of your uniqueness, the more magic you will create. Then, because I'm an accountant, I would also mention be financially educated. A lot of entrepreneurs are not financially educated. They make a lot of money, but I was on a lose, but they spend so much money because they're not financially educated. So I think that is something for a lot of entrepreneurs to look into. Make a lot of money, follow your purpose, make the money because you're doing that, but also make sure that you either are educated or you have somebody that can mentor you during that process, that can obviously uplift you and create a better financial life for you. Because ultimately we all want to be financially free. We all want to make a lot of money, as long as it goes, obviously, as mentioned, as long as you do it according to your purpose. But make sure when you do that, it goes to the right channels, the right places, and you don't spend. I had a conversation the other day with an entrepreneur and said, but this 100,000 rand in Africa is a lot of money to make in a month. And he said, well, this guy only make 10,000, this make 100,000. That guy must be so much better off. I told him it's not the truth. Sometimes people with the 10,000 rand per month is better off than somebody with 100,000 rand per month, merely because they spend their money much better. So I'm not a minimalist. I don't have a lot of stuff, but I'm not a minimalist. I don't go through the whole. I'm not a prophecy for them. But I think that there's a lot of value in there for not buying any. I like nice cars, but I won't buy myself a lot of expensive cars. I will rather take that repayment and I put it in a bond and try to get my bond to zero, kind of thing, if that makes sense. So yeah, and lastly, I think, and I only speak because I got a lot of experience from African entrepreneurs, but Africans tend to leave. I'm not sure. Maybe it's global. Maybe you can help me with that. But a lot of people try to hold everything against their chest. They don't want to share information. They don't want to. They feel if we are both accountants, we don't want to exchange information, knowledge, anything, because we believe there's not enough for anybody. And the truth is, the world is abundant, and there's so much for everybody, so much more than that you can actually handle. So, but you need to be open to sharing. It comes back to generosity. Generosity at the end breeds abundance and prosperity, and you can't keep everything to yourself. Start sharing whatever fills you up. Start providing value, like you're doing kind of right now. Do interviews and get knowledge, and yeah, just share the knowledge. I think that's pretty much my four pitfalls. I think there might be more, but that's the four I can think of right now.
So thank you so much, and yeah, just because your pitfalls are actually transforming into keys to success.